want to do cloud gaming in the future, and obviously they started out their whole roster of a bunch of mobile games. So could we ever see Netflix do a game console? Well, to me, they could do one, but it wouldn't make much business sense. Because for those who don't know, game consoles lose money. Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, they're all losing money on making the game consoles that they make and manufacture. So is Valve with the Steam Deck. It's a very costly venture to make a game console. Not to mention, it doesn't fit with Netflix's MO when it comes down to what they are doing with their games. Because for those who don't know, all the games you can get from Netflix games, or Netflix games in general, is a subscription service. It's part of Netflix. So I don't see Netflix making the game console where they make you pay for each game individually. I don't. That just doesn't seem to be the strategy they're going when it comes to gaming. Now, obviously, we do know they are working on a bunch of games that obviously have yet been revealed. Whether they're mobile or console or PC games, we have to wait and see. But to me, I kind of feel like Netflix has a really weird position because obviously Netflix has always been known as a streaming service, so I doubt they would ever get into making hardware, especially hardware for something that doesn't make money like consoles. Because obviously, those you don't know, companies like Sony and Microsoft make their money back on consoles through the software sales. So obviously the game sales, subscription sales. The game sales on stuff like Xbox, PC, Steam. That's where these companies make their money. They don't make them off the actual consoles themselves. You know, and that's the thing is like people talk about companies like Funine Technologies and why Netflix should make deals with them. I don't personally see it. I don't personally see Netflix making deals with any company to make technology for a game service, well, not games, but like for like a game console. And also what you got to realize with a Netflix game console is who would it be marketed for? Would you make a Netflix game console to stop people on using Netflix games? Would you make a game console that's cheap and affordable? Like an Evercade or an Android box. Would you use Netflix games to make games? Not like Netflix. Would you use a game called Netflix game console as a handheld, and would it be a lower end handheld that makes cheap games for an affordable price, or would it be something like what's it? Would it be something like would it be something like what's it called? I'm trying to think what it was, but would it be like the Switch? Would it be like the Steam Deck? And what you realize is there a market for these systems? You know, that's what you got to take into consideration with this whole idea. Like, would there be a huge market for Netflix to make this sort of system, and would it be beneficial to them in the long run? Because I don't think it would be. Now, obviously, we could see Netflix do a game console. Yeah, it's very possible they make one in the future. But to me, I just kind of feel like, as a whole, Netflix just won't do a game console. It just doesn't feel like it. I don't feel like it really fits the MO of what they're trying to do. Especially consider that Netflix games is currently only on mobile phones. Whilst they are working on a PC shooter game and some other games that we know of, we don't actually know if they're working on a console. And to be fair, with a console, they'd have to get someone to manufacture the hardware. They'd have to take a huge loss on the hardware as itself. And also, I don't think people would pay for a lot of the games Netflix has made. I don't think people would pay to play a game like Stranger Things Puzzle Tales on a game console. And likewise, I don't think Stranger Things Puzzle Tales would really be a huge success when it comes to it. Because obviously you'd have to remap the entire game because the whole game is obviously based on touch controls. So you have to remap a load of games as well. So to me, it just feels like too much effort. And to be honest, to me, it doesn't feel like Netflix will spend the time doing such a thing. To me, it's just obviously there's a whole cost involved with doing gaming in general, but it's just to me, I feel like Netflix games as a whole would not benefit from having a console. People will argue. People will say, "Well, you've said in the past that they should buy Atari, and you think that if they bought Atari and made the VCS and Netflix game console, it would work." Yeah, I did say that, but looking back, I don't think it would work as well as I thought it would back then. Because obviously, as we all know, with gaming is an evolving industry, and obviously, you always got to stay on top of the game. You always stay on top of your game, but to me, it just doesn't feel like it'd be worth the time, effort, and money and resources spent on it. So, would we see Netflix make a game console? I don't personally think so. I think Netflix will instead focus on doing cloud gaming, becoming a bigger name in cloud gaming, as well as their mobile lineup, and eventually we will see Netflix, evolve into doing in a bigger platform for games. But I don't see Netflix focusing on, well, on a console, because to me a console would just be too little value to someone like Netflix for them to really want to do it. And that's just a sad thing. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment, turn on notifications. I've been Ethan, and I'm signing out. Peace.